Yo, and welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Adi 3000, and this is episode 74! Hey, hello, and welcome yet again to another episode of the Ambition Hour podcast. I am here with our co-host, who just got 10 episode contracts. This is just, it's a funny ass joke. But I'm joined with Hot 600 and Spin. Yay, thanks guys.
Thumbs up. We here.
Say what's up to the people, guys.
Made it.
Oh, I was gonna say dubs up again, but damn, I already said it. How are you?
It's not looking good for the sentence.
Not
All right, so
Okay.
we're doing great.
Those other 9 are canceled.
So there's 9 more
Looks
to
like
go.
9 are canceled.
What is 6 upside down?
It looks like I'll be in charge of the intros for the rest of the episodes. Well, welcome guys. We are here. This is episode 74. If you guys checked us out the last 2 episodes and you guys saw that we were in the wonderful, beautiful city of New York City, I want to give a really big shout out to the guests that we had on the show. Shout out to Rady, shout out to Vontae, and shout out to Danielle Alvarez from the Bonita Project, who was a part of episode 73. Shout out to everybody that we got to meet at the studio over there at Gotham Podcast.
Right, it was Raul?
Yeah, it was Raul.
Yeah, shout out Raul.
Shout out to him and to
CAB.
Miles. CAB who was there.
Madi.
Everybody that was there.
That pulled up too, man. It was
Yeah.
so cool doing those episodes. Right, Chloe? My bad to do that. I was now thinking
She was
about.
just mad excited.
I'm excited about thinking about the whole experience and you gotta tell Spitz bro, we over here walking down. It's gonna be in the vlog too. We walking down the city of Manhattan and shit. Then it's oh, it's right here. Okay, we go in there and it's weird because it's up. It's you gotta go to take an elevator.
Yeah.
We up in the elevator. We just there chilling. They have a lobby. It was dope, man. It was good, man. Shout out to the good people at Gotham. And yeah, man, I can't wait to go back and do it again and
take the spitter.
Just take the spitter.
Spitz,
might
I
not
missed
come
you.
back. I'm just being honest with you guys, so don't take me. I might not come back.
I said the same thing, but I'm here.
Okay, then take me.
When you have that one-way ticket back, you gotta come back.
Okay, take me.
Touche.
Because I was feeling the same way, but I was just damn, I got a trip back home. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Cause at the end of the day, I definitely felt that way. Leaving, I was just yo, I don't want to leave. I want to stay here. I want to just fuck. I don't even need my shit. Y'all can mail me I got my luggage that I have with me right now, and I'm good. But yeah, it was a great experience. Doing the podcast there, going to the studio at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. in this motherfucker.
Which was crazy. That was cool.
Felt like a regular life,
Yeah.
It felt Yes, it felt I'm
type
supposed
shit.
to be doing this.
Supposed to be doing
This is gonna be part of my future. So it definitely made the vision a lot bigger.
Well, Weekend in NY coming soon. Me and CAB.
Yes.
Back to business.
I'm very excited because I got to listen to most of the project get recorded in the studio, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on YouTube. Hey y'all! If you're listening to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts,
Leave a review, goddammit.
leave a review, leave a like, all that good stuff. And make sure that you head on over to our website, the official website for Worth the Wait Records, which is WTWRecords.com. That way you can get all things Dub T Dub. You can get merchandise, you can get dub capsules, you can get a sweater.
All the paraphernalia.
Everything that you and your lady need.
Yeah, everything.
Ladies, we got crop tops too.
Let us know if you guys want these mats.
We have
we do-
mouses for your office needs.
Yeah,
We can do pens, whatever it is that you need. You just let us. Stickers as well. We got Ambition Hour podcast water. That was something that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that one of the guests
the
asked? Shout out to
Vontae.
Vontae. He asked
Vontae.
about the Ambition Hour podcast water,
Yeah.
and we hooked it up for him. So, and then it was cool because then I saw orange juice. Some of the orange juices had
some
it.
of the orange juices had it. Should have put one on the Douce bottle. That would have been cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
So the finals. Are we getting into basketball?
Oh well, I thought we should start off. Well,
That's my over. Ain't
my bad.
Basketball is definitely over.
Basketball done with, right?
Yeah,
The finals, just
y'all
passed.
probably tired of this shit if we're talking about it right now. Y'all probably oh my god, they're talking about the finals.
So
But we got y'all ass on
Yeah.
some information.
on some information. But what I was gonna
Don't
say,
be such a downer, Spitz. What if I wanted to talk about basketball?
for real, and all the deals and the shift moving in the free agency, you never knew Clyde was coming with the hot take. But
Damn, she got the scoop.
I wa-
Woj. Woj moms,
Y'all know
Woj.
KD's my man, so
for real, he told her
he
first.
told me.
Oh, she got the scoop.
Y'all saw that picture that he had sent that he was in the hospital. He sent that to me first.
Oh,
Oh, that's
babe,
crazy.
I'm at the crib. I'm not at the crib.
You should send him a brush.
Spitz done got
So-
some nice waves and go ahead.
Oh, my bad. So, yeah. Well, my boy's spinning wave check. No, so like, well, as if you don't know, like we did so the 2 episodes, right? They passed up, and now we're recording this now. Probably that week that we just came back. So this whole Diddy and Cassie shit is like kind of new, and well, not between them. Well, Cassie getting recently engaged to her husband. To her soon-to-be husband.
Shout out to homie.
They were together for what, about 10?
It's a homie. I don't know his name.
His name is Alex Fine.
Alex.
Shout out to Alex.
His
that
name
his
is
name?
Alex Fine. His name is Alex. Shout out to Alex Fine 44.
That's his name for real?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yo, shout out to him.
That's a good
You know,
guess.
there's a couple of hot
And
takes
he's
on
fine.
Twitter and shit like that. I saw she tried not being a priority, so she left Diddy and made herself one. A woman dream of love and family like this.
How is
Shot.
that hate?
I said, hey.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
So can I want to go first on this topic because
Okay.
I was ready.
Go ahead.
As a woman who doesn't believe in being friends with an ex, I was triggered because I don't like that. Don't post on your Instagram.
This is the one I actually wanted to quote. She said, Diddy didn't want to commit to Cassie, so Cassie realized her worth and found out real love, and now I'm about to get married and have a baby and all, and then it's like a fucking snap, you go
Snap.
girl type shit.
I mean,
go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Really
So
been
that triggered
on
you
it?
because of being friends with ex is a no-no with you? You won't be friends with an ex?
No.
So...
You saying you had a problem with that because of like
Because like he's posting it on his Instagram, like you're my ex. Like I get
Oh,
it that you're
Diddy
happy for
posted
me and like congratulations and all that stuff, but like you're my ex. Like what are you really trying to prove with that? Like
see,
that you're being a man about it. Like be a man about it and just let me live my life.
This is facts, people, because like, and that's kind of the vibe I kind of felt when you you kind of sent that we're gonna discuss this in the group chat, and she sent the picture of Diddy, and like it wasn't like defending, showing like like he's showing like appreciation for her or something like that. I took it as like, yo, bro, like you just don't have to post your ex. Chris Brown is in Karuchi's.
Yes, and that's something else we wanted to talk about.
Actual
For
current
sure.
boyfriends, comment section talking about him like that. Like these are no-nos you don't do. If you want to do something, do what everybody do. Look at their fucking page and make sure you don't like nothing.
But like
Okay, do that. Like don't sit there and go out of your way and make a post or go on there and comment on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows that they are winning and they got you. You know what I'm saying? Like
They have a hold on you.
You know what's interesting because you say that whole thing like they got a win on you. Something that I've seen on social media, and this is what's the crazy thing about social media is that it comes down to like, oh, but if you block me, then I won. You know what I mean? So like
yeah.
someone will
Why
see.
does it have to be a winner and a...
That's the thing. Like
It's
that's so
always gonna
crazy
be
that,
like that.
there's always gonna be like Cassie won that breakup
Just, yeah.
because of what Diddy just recently went through, and like you just see certain things like, oh, he lost the love of her life and he lost his girl, like type of thing, and then to me like I said, if you my ex, just leave me alone. If you see me in the street, just leave me alone. Like, yes, there's an ex that I probably speak to, but that's the only thing that it is. Like, don't congratulate me if you see me. Yeah, just don't.
She's being honest because like I stay
don't.
far away from my exes. You know what I'm saying? Like I stay far away from my exes. Because it's something you're supposed. It's something. It's kind of drafty in here.
Got a little
huh?
hot?
It's a little hot in here.
It's the wine that I'm drinking.
I try to stay away from that. You know what I'm
From
saying?
the exes?
Like,
Yeah.
just because I mean, not you know what I'm saying, like the attention aspect, being seeing them with someone, trying to like, oh, you're good. Oh, congratulations. Oh, I'm glad you're happy. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Let me tell y'all what that is. That's a way to tell that person like, yo, that door is still open, and or it could be just psychological thing for them to still communicate with you.
Yeah.
All right, I can still send you messages, so that still feels like I'm communicating with you, and we have, like our relations.
So Diddy's wrong for saying congratulations at Cassie and Alex. A little petty, but I'm just being funny because he didn't at Alex. But I wish you all nothing but happiness, love and happiness. God bless. Hearts emojis. Love.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna take away the fact that it's Diddy, and we're gonna take away the fact that it's Cassie. All right. 10-year relationship. The man never commits. The woman has been there for the man. Has been their ups and downs. Vice versa. It hasn't just been a one-sided relationship. And this, remember, we're taking away who they are right now. Right. These are just normal people. It's just us. He posts in this situation, if this man put this woman through what he put her through in 10 years and didn't give her what she felt she deserved, and then she gets pregnant, which is something that she's possibly have been wanting for a very long time because she hasn't been with this guy for a long time, and yet she's pregnant with his child.
That shows.
You know what I mean? So that shows a lot, okay? So now the man that she was with for 10 years that wasn't giving her what she wanted is congratulating her on his page, saying congratulations to you and your man for having a child that I could have never given you.
Look.
Okay, it's probably a wild look, and if it's probably absurd for like a regular person to probably do that, we'll probably think of a way about it. But why not? I mean, like, look it, and the man that Diddy is right now. Okay, let's remove the fact. Let's remove the fact. But it's 10 years of relationship with the guy who already's been married, been in a previous marriage several times, and
Diddy's
also,
never gotten married.
Diddy's never gotten married.
No.
Well, he had multiple kids.
He has multiple baby mothers.
He has multiple baby mothers, and he does not probably want more kids. So that's probably not something he's willing to jump into so far. If marriage is also a thing, then that's probably his beliefs about marriage. And that sometimes you know that about someone off rip. You probably know that year one. It's not your fault that you stuck around 10 years. You knew my thoughts on marriage year one. 10 years later down the line, that's something that it's a big thing to you. We're together. It didn't marriage or not. You know?
Just be telling ourselves certain things that like seems reasonable in our situation. You know, we're I'm not for marriage. This, that, and the third.
Well,
you know,
I mean, one could believe that though, because then they think it's like marriage is just a business that you do with the government, and it's not about love.
About it. That's another conversation.
What I always say is, if you're with somebody, what are you with this person for? If you like, bro, we ain't 16. You understand me? What I'm saying?
Like, Spence told me off camera this too.
You've been together for 10 years.
That's where I was. 10 years. Like, my nigga, like, bro, like, niggas need to get out of that little dumb little thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to think that they can cop and be like, I don't believe in this, that, and the third, or whatever. Like, bro, if you don't believe this, that, and the third, then you should just have sex with people randomly and stay away from trying to, like, actually keep somebody and hold them and say, oh, this is my, I'm with this person or whatever, because that holds weight, and it's feelings, attachment, all of that comes with, like you say,
but
I might want a baby with this person, this, that, and the third,
right? But that's the same thing with like a woman getting into a relationship with a man who probably doesn't want a kid. Like, I don't want a kid. I have 2 kids already. I been there, done that. Type of scenario. I've told you this. Year one.
Nah, but
But you know what?
We're not talking about that situation.
I know, but
we know their situation.
I know, but I'm making it that. I'm making it that, but I'm saying it.
We're grabbing the Crisco and throwing it up, making it a little bit, like.
Gotta spice this up, baby. I only got 8 episodes left in my contract. I'm not you. That's fortunate. I'm checking that.
I'm trying to get an extension, baby. I'm trying to get an extension on the first episode, baby.
You see how eloquent he's been talking since we started?
He's been all up in the mic.
Yeah, they go, hear me this episode.
Yo, I hope y'all see this on my evaluation.
After the fifth episode, I'm gonna do little reviews about you guys.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to ask for help from the viewers and the listeners.
All right.
So,
go ahead.
we got to the whole point of what you said.
Yeah.
About think of it about it like that the man said, listen, I don't want to get married. I don't want
Man
to
or
have
woman,
kids.
if they-
Yeah,
if they
no,
say those things,
man or
Facts,
woman.
vice versa.
You're saying if we are together, we are getting married. So we're looking at two different spectrums because we're looking at the fact that homeboy don't want to get married, and then we're looking at, you know, like there's two different things that we're looking at here right now. But there's some people that would disagree with that.
Always.
That would say, well, we don't have to be together. Like, we don't have to get, like, just because we're together doesn't mean that we're going to get married. But then you also look at people who are like, I'm not going to be with somebody for 10 years and not get married. So it could also be that. It could also be like, maybe they had a discussion, or maybe she didn't know that it was going to be this long, that she was going to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that it's just like, oh shit, like, damn. Because if you asked me 10 years ago, do I want kids and do I want to get married? No. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we're good. Like, like me and you were in a relationship, but now 10 years later, I'm thinking about marriage. I'm thinking about having kids. Like, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to be like, no, like, I know when we got together, just like how possibly he did the same thing. He probably sang a beautiful song to her, or a normal person. He sang a beautiful song to her, and he said, "This is how it's going to be." And she was just like, "All right, bet. Like, it's all good. Like, I don't even want kids right now. I don't want really to get married." But in the back of even his or her mind, because there have been men who sometimes that happens to them as well. They're with a woman for a very long time, and she will keep putting off an engagement. Or she will continue to say no. You've heard those stories of women that say no 3 times
Facts.
before they say yes. You know what I mean? Like, so there's just so many factors that go into this conversation. That's why I prefer to take them out of the equation, because once you put it into a normal person, yeah, they're famous and yeah, they're this, but that don't mean that he can just go ahead and post a picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care how much money you got, take that shit down.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
bruh, like, I left you because there was something we left each other because what we had was no longer good. Why are you posting me and my man on your page?
bruh,
And I love Diddy.
yeah.
To
Yeah,
death.
she does
Like,
support people
that's
with
one
this.
of my
She does support
idols.
Diddy, yeah.
Like,
She
he's
loves-
one of
she
my
loves this
idols,
guy.
but that was a dub for me.
So speaking of that, look at this. Look at my segues, Claudia. Don't know so many of y'all. We're so close to Cassie and Diddy. So let's bring up that topic about how we're so close, and this obsession that we get. You know, right or wrong, right? You did a beautiful, eloquent thing of separating the stardom, you know, and with that, and people struggle with that, and I've been guilty of it too. I told you guys, like myself, like with this whole Lupe Fiasco thing, you know, just feeling like I felt upset, like, for him, and feeling like his energy towards that whole rollout of that album Lasers, and just like really mad or whatever like that, or even like fucking who fucked up. And it's like, man, the Tony Parker, like, how the fuck you fucked up on Evil and Gloria?
Yeah, for
like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like, I need fucking answers. You know, I need fucking someone from ESPN to go give him a. Yeah, what's going on?
He
What
was
was
bad.
What was the thought process on that? Evil was, she's fucking gorgeous. She still is
had
gorgeous.
one child down and everything.
Call me. I'm just saying.
She's married.
Yeah,
Hav.
some people could, you know, fall out of love.
Shoot your shot, man. The NBA.
Shoot is gonna shoot, baby.
Fuck it.
So, yeah, like, what do you guys think about that? Like, just how, like, people were getting so crazy about this, you know, like, in, like, taking it to heart, or, like, Diddy, like, just taking it, like, Diddy's a cornball, I can't believe this guy, you know what I mean? Like, ultimate hustler, my ass, you know what I mean? You look at it, just, always I need a girl, have an ass boy, like, why, like, people always get this upset, or, like, what do you guys think about that?
Well, for me, I become obsessed with certain celebrities, and I feel like I'm close to them.
Or, like, the Beehive.
Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like I'm in tune with Beyonce. I feel like what she does and whatever, like, I feel like I feel close to her, like, especially in the Homecoming documentary, like, the performances and stuff, and just, like, I just feel so connected with who she is as a woman. And I also mentioned in the group chat that Ari Lennox is a woman that I feel, like, extremely close to. Even Meg Thee Stallion. Like, these are women that not just are making music that is empowering and makes me feel like a strong ass woman, but their social media presence or their content presence is very big in my life. So, for example, like Ari Lennox and Meg Thee Stallion, they're very active on social media. So I feel like I know them. I feel like I know who they are as a person. So when Meg Thee Stallion is rumored to be with Moneybagg Yo, I'm like, why?
Yeah. Why would she?
Why would she get with him? Like, I felt like that was my homegirl dating a dude that she's not supposed to be dating. That's how I felt.
Thanks. Take it personal. Anyone you ever felt like close with like that, or like you kind
Michael
of?
Jackson.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, it'd be him. It'd be Mike Jack.
Kanye's a big one for you.
Big, Kanye's big. But
Yeah.
see, the thing is like, it's like,
You go defend him.
facts to the T. But I would try to understand for people to know that, like, I mean, I like this artist, and I love this artist's music. You know, to answer your question, you say, why do you think people are like that with artists? I think it's because of the music and certain things that they do, and these fans connect with them. For instance, my Dark Twisted Fantasy. All right, I said Graduation was one of the first albums I heard from him, and I was like, wow, this album is wow. You know, it's something different. I'm gonna be myself. I still wasn't myself. You understand? My Dark Twisted Fantasy was one of the ones that I connected with, and that's kind of where I am now to this day, because that album brought me so close to that. I felt like it brought me so close to that artist because of what I was going through at the time. I played it loud every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of like, I'm like, wow, I like this album like connects with me. So certain people, when they hear certain artists' music, they're like, yo, this artist is speaking to me. It's this music, this song is for me. Those words were written for me. You know, I'm going through this right now. This person knows me. So that connection builds from there on out. You know, because you feel like nobody ain't talking to you, and then once you hear this fucking shit, you're just like, yo, this fucking person understands everything I'm going through right now. You know, like you fucking like just like letting all of your emotions go and stuff like that. That's how you're connecting with that artist, and it's you know, it's a good and bad thing too, because of the outcome of it, because it creates these super fan stands.
Yeah, because then they start living through them. You know, so then their successes, they start confusing it with their own successes, right? So then Beyonce does halftime. I have film and enjoyment because now Beyonce's are in halftime. You know, like all this stuff, they build it so much that like they're attached to it. You know what I mean? They see Wiz having a good time, they're having a good time. Like it starts like this fandom, and really like. And I thought about this, and it's something actually I was gonna tell you, because we talk a lot about like the Beehive, and kind of like, you know, at least with this Carrie Hilson situation, like maybe Beyonce should have stepped in, you know, and like and even what's happening with this lady also as well, you know, she like touched her.
The lady from the Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors, and then like everyone's like calling crazy, like and saying that she should just kill her, you know, like horrible, horrific things, you know.
It's terrible.
But the thing is like it's really hard for a star, for a megastar, like they can't call their like basically almost like their fan base or their fans, like, you guys are stupid. You guys are stupid for watching me so much. You guys could go do something with your lives and fucking, you know, pursue your dreams and you know, like, and start that business, or you know, get it, like, stop living through me, start living for you. You know, like, it's will be difficult as fuck to convey that message, or like, you know, like, or even like calm down. I think you guys are going too hard, because it's like, oh, what? Now you don't want me to, you know, like now you have the fans stunned. Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean?
I don't like, cause like my whole thing with that is I always felt like, you know, you should come in and at least like simmer it down. Yeah. You know, you love me and I love you, but don't use anything that I have, like anything that's attached to me with negativity.
Can I just say something? Being the Beehive correspondent on the
it's your show, Claudia.
On the Ambition of
Beehive, look at that, people.
It does look like a bee. Well, okay. So first of all, I would love if Beyonce commented on anything social media because she doesn't. I wish that she were like, the thing with her is like, with her, she knows that she has the Beehive, and the only thing that she can do or to say to the Beehive is thank you.
Yeah,
Facts.
Because when she does talk to her, like, her fans and her Beehive, it's during a concert. During a concert, you're not gonna be like, yo, y'all was wildin'.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you
But
go,
I don't think they are the ones that are. I don't think them they are the problem though.
Yeah,
I don't think the people there in the arena are the fucking problem.
Yeah, they're the ones that don't come out. You know,
Okay,
the ones
that don't have nothing to do with their lives.
But that's the
and
thing
are
that I'm
miserable.
But that's the thing that I'm saying.
They
like,
make
when have you seen
the Beehive look bad? You
Okay.
you guys aren't bad. It's the ones that are like, it's like a small portion that seems loud. You know,
Yeah.
because they go too hard. Like, and that little semi-thousand makes it look bad because it's not all Beyonce. We know this, people. We know it, but it's always like, what do they say? One bad apple spoils the bunch. Yo, I'm old. Like, that shit is relevant though. You know, like, because if you think about it, like, trust me, bro, you could not say nothing negative about Beyonce around her.
I'm looking at you like
You
you
know?
mad crazy because I'm trying to defend her and you just
Like, you don't let her talk.
You don't let me fucking talk. I thought y'all said this was my show.
Jeez.
So
Facts.
what I'm trying to say is that Beyonce does not go on social media and say anything. So for you to want her to go on social media and say something is like, it is, that in itself is like, why? Like, it, I don't want to say it's dumb because then I'm calling you dumb, but I'm saying like, that in itself, like, because she doesn't go on social media and say anything. We went fucking insane when she posted on her story, but guess what? Her story was nothing of her. It was a whole bunch of people dancing and doing the Before I Let Go challenge. But we were losing I lost my mind as a fan that she had posted on her story, and every time it was just people dancing to this. So we also have to know that. Beyonce, when that lady when she didn't even touch her leg, bro, she was asking Jay-Z what he wanted to drink and how he wanted his drink. I've read the lips. And then I didn't read the lips until someone posted.
I was gonna say
Somebody posted it, and somebody posted it, and then I read it, and then I looked at his lips, and I was just like, okay. Because I didn't feel like she was trying to get at Jay. I never thought that. I just thought, my girl, you are in my personal space right now. Like, that little shift that she did to the side, like, that shit was just like, bro, like, you're in my space. When anybody, I don't care who it is, when you get into my space and I feel like you've moved me away from the space that I already had, I'm moving back into it. So, yes, the people who are... I hate you, Sid. I can't... I need to change seats. Because homeboy is over here making these faces. Spids, you think... But disagree with me then. Tell me. Well, how am I wrong?
I'm just saying. It just seems like... I mean, look. It's a basketball arena. You know what I'm saying? Like... You've been there.
But
you're in
first. You're sitting on the floor.
I know, but you know the seats is like right there too. Like,
yeah, but she reached over her.
Jay-Z ass is like, he's like, over here. She's like, yo, nigga, what you want to drink, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, he should have been like this on B. Like, yo, let me get a vodka and Coke. You know what I'm saying? With lime. You feel
but
me?
that's what you would have done.
No, I know, but Jay-Z's an idiot. I mean, no.
Don't you dare
I don't call him an
the
idiot,
legend
bro,
an idiot.
Yo, bro, but he's
They're
just
in a basketball game, Spitz. Fuck.
Bro, yo, look, I don't want to blame it on him, but I'm just saying, he just
Can y'all tell this the first time we really
he's just
talk
looking
about this?
straight ahead. He's looking straight ahead. Bro, you're dating a Virgo. Come on. You should know what time it is. Like, bruh, like, yo, you know what time it is, bruh. Like, yo, you're dating a Virgo. Yo, all right.
But
let me make sure she's on point.
You cannot. But okay. But the thing is that for me, I feel that
crazy.
it was just an honest mistake, and she just moved to the side. She just scooped back into her little space because unfortunately, homegirl got in her space. If anybody, Spitz, if my mama gets in my space, I'm scooching.
I don't blame you, but the end result was death threats. I'm just saying, like, the end result was
All right,
death
but that's
threats.
not Beyonce's fault. So what's the next?
It-
What we
I
talking about
know.
next?
That's
why I'm trying to blame it on Jay. And
That's,
this,
you say that's what I'm trying to blame it on.
why are you
Don't blame it
trying
on
to? But the
Jay.
thing is,
He was the one. Like,
What?
he should have been like.
Bro, he should have been like, hey, let me.
Yeah, they catched it on candy camera, so you gotta do the the little legend you're
they
doing
were
here.
over here waving at somebody while this lady was trying to talk to them.
Yeah, dog, like, that's
like
what I'm
it
trying
was
to say.
just a
Like,
bad
you
time.
like,
It was just.
yeah, Coke. Yeah, Coke. It's like, you gonna get death threats?
I hate you, Spence.
Like,
Oh my
yo.
god, can we? Oh
All right,
my
so
God.
we kind of bounced on this. Spitz was kind of trying to touch on this, but I thought this deserved a little bit more. Yeah, to trigger Claudia even more. We just need to get Audi Ambition freaking triggered radar on this show. All right, so Chris Brown, he's in the comment section, with Karrueche and her man. So this is what Chris had to say. Chris Brown different, bro. he does different. Look, he says, none better major. Off the bat, I like how he came like that.
I like it already.
I like it already.
I'm liking this.
And then all caps, upgrade him, sis. Period. All right.
Not the sis. Did he say sis?
He
for
did.
real?
He did put the sis there.
SIS sis.
That's not the weird part. He actually has 2 spaces between upgrade and him, so it's like a little mad gap there.
Oh,
that,
he did like a dope.
Yeah. He was hot.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
feeling
yeah,
this
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling this though.
But-
Let's go.
but-
Let's
but-
go.
no, hold on, but
Let's
that
get in the bag.
fir-
He's gonna get his bag though, right?
But he's gonna get in his back.
Spence
But
loves toxic energy.
that first bar, that first bar a little bit more. I'm rolling with the first bar more than I'm rolling with the second bar, just off the bat.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll take him around, to style him.
Style him. Okay.
Not hate. Oh, that was all caps too. Not hate.
Meaning all hate.
Yeah, all hate.
No.
With all intent of hate. To the utmost.
He just needs some game spirit. That's all he need. All right, that was 5 minutes. But guess what? Chris said, "Fuck that." And a measly 16 minutes after, he does a little emoji. You know?
Wait,
Look.
wait. Hold on. We ain't gonna skip over that. 16 minutes? Where did he come up with that?
My boy waited 16 minutes.
Oh,
Like-
because he
That's like-
commented more than once.
He commented more than once.
Wait, did he post it on his page?
No, he posted.
He just commented
He
on
posted
it.
on this photo that was posted that Karrueche posted with her man.
Oh my
So-
god.
so
Not 15, not 10,
no,
not 5.
Not
He said 16.
If my math is correct, hold on. If my math is correct, that's how it is. It's the Groovy Man. I like that. Fire and a tornado. What is that? Fire the tornado.
Yeah, what's up with that,
The
Chris?
tornado
Yo, Chris,
got off me.
what's up with this?
With Chris. Chris is different. I noticed.
Yo, this is a different shade. I need to figure this shade out, though.
Is that what that means? Is the tornado the shade? Mm. Okay, so then,
Gotcha, Chris, gotcha.
so then after that, oh, my boy was quick with it.
Yeah.
40 seconds or so passed by. Peace, love, and enjoy. Period. Just please upgrade your man, boo. Please, baby. Then 8 minutes rolled around. Then he was like,
he must have been taking care of his baby.
he was like, no shade. That's it. He just commented that. Then my boy Chris got it. It says 8 minutes, and then this says 8 minutes too. So I'm thinking like that was back to
Yo,
back.
back to
That
back.
was
He
back.
went back
My
to
boy
backs.
back to back. This. He goes, no shade, boo. Oh, he started off. He started off with the first bar from the last one. He was like, hold up, I need to touch this one up. He said, no shade, boo, but please style him. He looked like he been shopping of the mannequins and trying to bargain
my
with
God.
the cell manager.
Wait, hold on. Let me see that.
He looking
What
like
album did Chris give us after him and Karrueche broke
He
up?
said,
he gave us 43
Man.
tracks.
that
man.
was that project.
I think so.
He said, man, I can. That's man, I
Alright.
can.
Well,
Yeah, mannequin. Yeah, mannequin.
Something that
That's not how you spell
Yeah, he says mannequin and trying to bargain with the sales manager. Retired wrestler Spanx. I'm fucking around. He said he's put good bless, but I'm pretty sure he meant God bless.
Yeah, he did.
Chris,
God bless.
we love you. Here in the Ambition Hour, for friend of the show. Come on,
Please.
come on, Chris. We'll
We need
or-
you.
I want him on the show.
we'll definitely want Chris Brown on the show. So, the album that he gave us was 43 tracks after the
45.
45
Heartbreak
tracks.
on a Full Moon is based on Karuchi.
No, but my dog did a couple things though. Like he had that one. Then he also had it's the Heartbreak Full Moon. Oh, the cuffing season one's 12 days.
Heartbreak on a Full Moon. That's the
No,
one.
but there's another one. There's like this version. My bad, but I think it's the same one.
That's
I think
like
it's
a Christmas.
yeah, but I think it's
43
just
songs.
43 songs. That boy was in his bag.
That album is really good.
Claudia, no,
I was listening to it today.
these are different songs.
That's not the album.
I know. I know. I thought it was just like a Christmas version. You know, like he just
43 songs.
he dropped he dropped one project with 57 songs, and then he dropped the project with 43 songs, 45 sons.
Chris Brown on his
And I
Luther
did-
Vandross.
and-
Never
and-
too much. Never too much.
And my boy ended that at 45. The last song. It's called "Grass Ain't Greener."
I'm trying to find. I think they broke up in like 2015. But
well,
something-
yeah, they haven't been together since like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So 5 years ago, that's what it's saying. Because they're basically like, yo, 5 years and you still, like, like you know, like and then there's the whole memes were like, oh, you gonna let your ex live, and the Kawhi Leonard shit, like, fuck no.
Kawhi Leonard laugh,
Okay,
yeah.
so Kawhi Leonard was serious the whole time.
The whole time around.
But as soon as he was champagne showers, my dog was celebrating.
My dog was-
Celebrating.
He was getting it. He was really happy.
That's all we got for Chris Brown. All right.
I mean, I don't know. I think to me that's just toxic. But we kind of already know the type of
Yeah, I
man
mean,
that Chris
it was
Brown
funny,
is.
but it was funny, but I don't really want to get into that too much because that's just like
All right.
Like how you
So,
said 5 years,
Nipsey
that's kinda,
Hussle.
like, scary.
yeah,
Um,
because
oh.
if my ex was in under my comments talking crazy shit about my, first of all,
About
he
your
getting
current?
he might get a phone call,
Your ex?
maybe.
By
No,
you or
seriously.
the man?
By me.
No.
No,
Seriously,
I might
that's
cuss him
what
out.
like. I mean, it's deserved.
I might cuss him out.
So that's what that grants. So is there any way that Chris Brown doesn't look crazy in this?
No, he looks insane. Like
Okay.
he shouldn't be doing
There,
that.
there's no. I mean, people are like, bro. I seen some dudes was like, oh, but he loves her or whatever, and I was just like, but you're a stalker too. Like that was my response to any person. That
I
said
mean,
that.
I don't know because like
Like, get out of here, kid. Like,
Get out
but you know what else? You know what else it is? Is that like the type of person that Chris Brown is that he'll like that shit. He'll like if the girl were to call him and cuss him out, he would like that shit.
yeah, facts.
He's the type of crazy dude to be like, oh, she still like me.
I mean, I
And
ain't
it's just
tryna-
like, no, I'm just trying to tell your dumb ass self so you don't do
Oh,
this
yeah,
dumb
facts.
shit again.
I don't think Chris Brown is a stalker. I just think he's just overly obsessed with Karuchi. Period. Like I just.
I mean,
think
and he
has
should be. She's a
he has-
beautiful woman.
Yeah, like, and he's like one in a fucking million dudes that had a girl that they had
And
lost.
fucked up, yeah.
And it is what it is. They want him back, and that's how the fucking
I mean,
cookie
and
crumbles.
they didn't
It's
even
just being
break
real.
up because like, oh, he cheated or he did some.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
had a child.
Yeah.
So Nipsey Hussle will post. How do you say that? Post
That
announce-
segue was shitty, but go ahead.
I tried to do it, but you guys kept on going. But thank you, I appreciate you. So Nipsey Hussle, he will receive the humanitarian award at the 2019 BET Awards.
The humanitarian.
Yeah, the humanitarian. So what do you?
Can
so
y'all tell me like
Humanitarian is someone who does good things for the community,
good things for the community.
who raises money, who gives back, who
Yeah.
is doing things for humans, and for
That's
the
shitty
better.
for you not to know,
the-
being on a podcast and don't even know what humanitarian means.
Hey, you better be
Guess
lucky I
who's
didn't
not
just
going
nod
to
my
be?
head like, yeah, oh, hey, you got a humanitarian award. You know how to say it correctly. Like, I don't even know what it means.
No, yeah. So like they usually give it to people that do like a lot of stuff, but I mean, it all depends. I mean, like, and what I'm about to say right now, I mean, don't take this any way. I just think that like, why are they doing this? And I think that it is well deserved. But after this brought up the conversation, like, they always do this too late. We're always too late on this. We need to be on the ball on this a little bit more. Like, why couldn't he receive this and actually be there to receive the reward?
I feel like
you know?
he's never even been to a BET award either.
Yeah, he definitely was at a BET award or he was some BET function because he slapped the shit out of like a valet or
I
security
remember
or
that.
some shit
alright,
like that.
cool,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
Nipsey was a G. Rest in peace,
rest
man.
in peace, man.
Facts.
Like for real, like And it just hurts that, like, you know, like he doesn't get to see it, but just like think about all the countless stars, okay, the countless people that like now that we embrace or we embody in their passing, it just hurts to see, because it's just like, dang, what are people gonna notice when I pass or whatever like that, or like, oh, y'all give me credit now, and like, not that it's bad that we do, like we always do, you know, like, or when someone passes away, you kind of check them out, or like if you didn't know about them, you start, you know, wanting to hear their music more or going back to their music.
All right. I understand what you're saying. I got a question for both of you. Who, right now, is deserving of a humanitarian award?
Right now at this moment, okay. Well, it's not so much about the award. My whole, I see what you're saying.
No.
But I mean,
who think that's doing for the community that's you know,
big things? I mean, I think like, why not give it to Karen Civil too? She does amazing things in a bunch of communities as well. I mean, that's one person. I mean, why not LeBron James? Why not how I would have to think a little bit more about this, but you know, those are two people that are doing good things. There's someone else that does a lot of stuff, but he doesn't like being in the press about it. I forgot the name. Slim Thug. Yeah, like
with the houses.
Mm-hmm.
with the houses and all that. Like, it's just, I just think like, yeah, we need to. And my whole thing is like, Stevie Wonder needs to get a whole freaking, because it's Maul from the Joe Budden podcast is heavy on this too, and I just feel him every single time he says it's like. Not only that he needs to be there, is like he needs a whole hour special. You know what I mean? Like, right. You know, that's why I said the whole thing about like, what about Lionel? You know, what about giving it to Jay? What about giving it, you know, like with Diddy, or just acknowledging them? Like, yo, you know, we consider this, you know, these guys are legends now. Let's give them the flowers where they could still smell them, like Kanye said in Big Brother. You know, like. Yeah,
because if, honestly speaking, if he was alive, being 33 years old, they probably wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah, and that's also the thing, because especially with the humanitarian, but this is BET giving it to it, so I'm not gonna bring the owner from the Clippers. He got the one that fucking said all that racist bullshit. Mm-hmm. He got Donald Sterling. Yeah, I was gonna say Dean Sterling, and I knew I was wrong. Dean. Yeah. So like with him and stuff like that, but he got humanitarian awards. But that's like from my upper echelon too. Like, but yeah, like I think that like this fucking thing is great for Nipsey Hussle, and I love it that they're doing it. I just also think that like, man, we need to do this a little sooner, or like to people that are here now, that you not saying like, oh, take this away, give it to someone that's here now. I'm saying like, next time let's do, you know, something for Spike Lee. You know, the BET Awards. I think, and that's why mainly I'm saying African American stars. You know, because like it's for BET, so I'm thinking, you know, like that's who we would want to take a moment for. You know,
yeah,
like
because he easily would have said George Lopez.
Yeah.
I don't
Jokes.
I would have said Guillermo del Toro, because he's a great Latino director.
But something that I want to add is that we don't want to confuse the humanitarian award based on like maybe like a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, that's really what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because you're like Spike Lee definitely deserves like a lifetime achievement award because of all that he has accomplished.
He
like
probably did some humanitarian shit too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has, because I'm pretty sure he has possibly given back to his community. Spitz is saying no. Do you know for sure?
No, I said I don't know. I don't know.
Now
I
Spike Lee's office gonna call us.
Aren't really good right now. My facial expressions aren't really good.
Yeah, I was about to get popped. But so that's something that I like. I don't want the lines to be blurred, and I want the listeners to be clear on is that there is a difference between a lifetime achievement and a humanitarian award.
Yeah, thank you.
What he is getting, I think, is beautiful, like the humanitarian award. But like he said, it's like, yo, he's already passed. Who's gonna go and have to cry to receive this award?
Ooh, that part more than anything, yes. Didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean?
I
like,
didn't think about that at all.
Soon as to me, when I saw, because I was the one who saw it and was just like, what the hell? I'm thinking like, so what, is Lauren gonna go and she's possibly not gonna cry, but like, imagine all those emotions that are gonna come back from her. Like, I can just, even when like Triple X Tentacion's mom, when she had to go and get an award for him at the BET Hip Hop Awards, like, just imagine like how all of that just might feel. Like, we've talked about shout out on in episode 72 about like, you know, having to go through a death, and imagine having to go through a death and then going to an award show that they're going to honor the person
and
that
millions of viewers.
Yeah, millions of viewers and all. I don't know. That's just how I feel about that.
Speaking of tears, haters were in a disarray and drowning in their own tears when they found out that Kim Kardashian was entering the White House. And Kim Kardashian, the wife of Kanye West, spoke at the White House event. Felons re-entering the workforce. These are people that want to work. They want the best outcome. She thanked President Trump and stand behind these issues. Now, Democrats have been crying since 12:30 spits.
Facts.
It's a long time of crying.
Well, this was posted 3 hours ago, and this was shared. Never mind. Anyways, you wanted to talk about this on the show, and by the way, BT Dubs, I don't think that have you had 2 cool episodes? Now I'm talking more. I just have I have the chat, so I'm the one bringing up the topics.
I mean, we all have the chat.
Oh, okay. My
Oh no, he's doing such a good job.
Segues are phenomenal.
You have been extended an episode.
All right, so then
that's
it about Kim Kardashian. We didn't really give a fuck about that. So next topic.
You didn't want to talk about
the next topic.
No, I want to say
Cassie,
something.
she was this guy, Alex Fine. Guess he's good looking.
So as far as Kim K, y'all know I love her. I love what she's doing. As far as what she's doing and who it's going to benefit.
I love his face.
I honestly love that she's doing that because I feel that if you have done your time, you should be able to go to work.
Yeah.
Because something that I was seeing in the When They See Us documentary, and not just in the When They See Us documentary, but like in other things and movies and just in general, like knowing people who have gone to jail and that they can't go back into the workforce and how much that affects their mental health, how much that affects their living situation, how much it affects their families if they have any. It's just something that's very hard. So once you get out of jail and you go back and try to get work and it's hard, it's kind of like it's almost meant for you to go back into the system.
Right.
So I'm happy that she's doing that. It's crazy that people have so much hate towards it because this is a woman who is using her celebrity for something else. She's studying a lot of hours because she has to for at least 4 years, so that way she can become a lawyer. I don't want to get into the technical stuff because I also don't want to fabricate anything, but it's definitely something along those lines that she does have to be going to school, and she's traveling between LA and San Francisco so she can be able to kind of get those hours, and she's working with a tutor. All of these things, all while doing Keeping Up with the Kardashians, her all of her makeup stuff, her show, everything that it is that she does, being a mom of 4 children. People tend to forget that. Why? Because they don't want to let go of the fact that she fucked a dude 16 years ago.
Facts. And it's crazy because y'all fucking niggas on your cell phones now.
You know what I was reminded of?
Passing it to your own girls. I'm just saying, but no, what you were saying?
No, I just remember. I was listening to Absol, and because you mentioned it, Amber Cole. You guys remember her?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that was the little girl who they were filming her. She was giving head, and it was a middle school. This is a couple years ago. This is 2010.
I think I remember that story.
Yeah. Well, it was just about this whole double because Absol's song is called Double Standard, and it's basically just about we remember Amber Cole, but we don't remember that guy getting domed. But go ahead. But
no, that's a big fact. Because look where she is, and then look where.
Right. Well, yeah,
and the reason why she's probably where she is because people do remember that.
Facts. I just look at it for people to just pinpoint that all the time, and just always just try it's. I don't understand that. I just think you should look at somebody that's helping you. You feel me? If
or
if
the
I
community.
if I was on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying, and somebody drove by, you feel me, to give me a ride, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, I'm not really good with metaphors or whatever, and I don't know. Let me just backpedal
on the songs is better. The songs is way better.
Let me just backpedal out of that real quick. All I'm saying is that this woman is helping, you know, people, and these people that are getting help, I'm pretty sure they don't give a fuck that it's Kim Kardashian. That's the person behind.
Yeah,
they're just happy that they're getting rides to work. You know what I'm saying? These people are being freed from, you know what I'm saying, being wrongfully in prison. Like, it's just, you know, it's dope for somebody in, you know, like her platform to do that, as well as others. Like, that's the problem, like, with people, like, that try to make it, put a negative spin on anything she does, is because, like, bro, like, ain't nobody perfect out here, you know? Like, you trying to say she's doing it for a show or whatever, like, yo, bro, she, like, that's her life. She gets paid for that shit. Like,
y'all be doing the most for free.
I mean, bro, y'all are doing what she basically printed out, you know, like a blueprint for. Like, she's, you know, like, her and others basically started this whole, like, look at me era, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, they are the cause behind everybody wanting to take selfies and all that. Well, her and a bunch of others, influencers.
I
So
mean,
you
I've been
can't
taking
knock her.
selfies for a very long time, but
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like, not to just knock the selfie thing in there. I'm just saying like, everything, you know, like, just to be.
Just the overall,
Yeah,
like how
out
you
there
said,
and
like to
stuff
come
like that.
see me, like look
Yeah.
at me. Like when you think about it, like your story, if you post consistently, like myself, it's almost like a reality show.
Right.
It's just like, oh, look at my trip in New York. Look at, you know, what I'm doing on the podcast. Oh, look at what I'm doing with my family, or, you know, or don't look at it because
Right.
there's some things that her and her family go through that I'm sure we never get to see. And then that's something that we think that she doesn't have that type of control, and she does. Because how else would that whole Tristan Thompson shit, you know what I mean? I'm actually backed up on my Keeping Up with the Kardashian episodes. I'm gonna have to catch up.
I got
I'm gonna have to
TiVo.
binge watch. No, it's,
Nobody TiVos.
I mean, we have, what is it, I don't even know what it's
The
called.
rewind shit. Yeah.
No.
The on-demand.
On demand.
I also think that this dealing with it in a personal situation, like, I mean, dealing with a friend who coming out of jail or whatever, trying to get employment, and not even really thinking about it, like, man, you should just get a job, you know, like, and it's like, oh, yo, I can't get a job just anywhere because that, and it's like, oh shit, that's right. So I think that, like, jobs probably need to do a better job, not so much on, like, caring about that so much, maybe like doing like mental testing. You know, not just rather than, oh, you have the high school diploma and you have your bachelor, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Where's your mindset at? That's something that my current employer saw at KW that they do. They kind of do like an assessment and kind of see like where your head's at, like almost like, well, where's your knowledge at? What traits are you more into? How does your mind work? How does your genetic code? Excuse me, my God. How does all that work for you? So I think that, like, maybe we need to start moving into that rather than, like, okay, you see that checkbox cleared, now this person has an opportunity for a job or is not in the running for this job. And, like, not saying, like, oh, this is going to be a CFO at a company, you know, potentially not, you know, like, but, like, to work the cash register at Target, but you have your mind right, you know, after your stint in whatever, you know, or whatever you did in the past. I guess it all, like, depends, but I think it's, like, good because, yeah, you know, some of these guys, it's in their past. You know, they look at the rehabilitation that, like, just in hip hop that we see. You know, like, imagine, you know, and then, like, even in our own friends that we see, you know what I mean, and they're coming back around and become a part of society, and kind of how there's like a restraint and a hold, like almost like, fuck, I need to go back to selling drugs because, you know, working, because, you know, like, I understand too, because it's like, especially for a hustler, like, yo, it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna work, bust my ass for 8 hours, and I don't get my money then and there. I need to wait a week. You know what I mean? Like, nah. When I hustle, and I get my money then and there. You know what I mean? I stack up, you know, open up the safe and stash it. Then it's back to business type shit. Like, so.
True.
So I get it, but I just love it that what Kim Kardashian is doing. She has our support here. Come on the Ambition Hour. We would love to talk.
So, I agree with all of that. We need to get into this Khaled album. That
segue was trash. I'm just kidding.
Your segues have been amazing.
No. Talk about it. I haven't heard it because everyone's told me it's been trash.
Okay, so pretty much the headline reads, DJ Khaled's label reportedly spent $5 million on creating Father of Assad album, which I strongly believe because of the samples that they had. Now, the samples that are included in the album, if you have not heard them,
I haven't.
include out. You haven't heard it,
I haven't
so
heard
I'm the only one who's heard this album. So this has.
I was listening to Tyler. You know, real music. Huh?
It was funny because
music.
they were saying that Khaled is they.
It beat
You don't
it.
get it?
He's
You
they.
know how he be the one like they don't,
They don't
want
want you to
it.
Oh my god, I wish I could
I'm
zoom in.
slow as
Yeah,
fuck.
for him finding that out, fucking dialing that up, doop, doop,
Yo.
computing it.
That shit was
The emoji.
downloading in
The
that
emoji.
membrane.
It be the ones that be like blessings. that be the best bitter.
So they be like, and then they said, "Oh, we the second best."
Oh,
Oh, that was a good one. I like that. We're the second best.
so 5 million to make this
Okay.
goddamn.
So the samples included Outkast sample.
Okay, 500,000.
Is I'm pretty sure it's a good amount for that sample. They used a La India sample, which when I first heard I didn't like. They used a Jodeci sample.
They
Those,
reaching.
those are the three that I can remember off the top because those were the three that I was just like y'all playing.
I think that photo shoot for that cover was $1 million. What the fuck?
I mean, they got Daddy and Me shit. What is the cover? I think I have it on.
Oh, I did. You know what song I did hear? I did hear that Big Sean song that he has on there. That
That's
shit pretty. That song was pretty
I
fire.
heard that song, the Sorry Mix Jackson.
The one with that's the one with
the
SZA. You know what? Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm gonna
on the watch flexing. It's I
So
like
my boy was telling me that
broke
same
on that
thing. He was
bitch.
like, "Yo, he's complaining about his album, but he don't even rap on it, and he got like mad samples." And he let me hear that, and I was just like, "What? Wow, that's crazy."
Father Assad. Oh, I did hear Wish Wish. That was one. I did hear that one.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So pretty much they spent that much amount of money. I'm pretty sure it's because of the samples, all of the features of all of the artists that are on here. Meek Mill made 20 million in 7 months. You think that he's taking some chump change to be on a Khaled album? I'm sorry. You can be my boy. You can be in my everything. But in my contract, it says this is how much I get paid for a feature. So his and they got Jay-Z and Beyonce on there.
Yeah. It's a trilogy with the Beyonce. Oh well, this is a sequel because Jay-Z and Future. This is the third time them working together with Khaled being a part of it. But damn.
Third. Which one is the first one?
Well, they have the first one is it's the Keys, Top Off. Oh, this is the
That is Top Off. Top Off made the album.
Wasn't that song released? Wasn't that on the last album?
No, he didn't come out with an album last year. Yeah. There's 2 songs on there that were summer jams last year and are on that album. You gonna be mad that you put 2 songs that are from last year in your album, and you are gonna be mad that you're number 2 when you cheat us out for 2 songs?
Huh? What?
And then you give us samples, and then you give us like the one with Jeezy and Ross was a really good song, but there should have been another verse. There was just so many things that I don't know. It wasn't
Congratulations, you played yourself.
exactly. We should get. I want like a Khaled out button.
So wait, I took the top off the Maybach.
It made it to the album.
I got the Keys.
I got the Keys. They only have 2 songs. I got the Keys and Top Off. And Top Off made Beyonce performed Top Off at Coachella. Coachella was in April.
Excuse me, Beachella.
Beachella.
Oh, Beachella. my bad.
Page. All right, can I say this? I think he did that because he wanted his son. He wanted to brag to his son. We
was number 1.
Yeah, we were number 1.
So he's an upset father because he promised his son something and then.
You didn't. I mean, yo, if you see him, he's like, got some great news. Got some great news. We number 1. Assad, where you at, Assad? Where you at? And like, it's like, yo, Assad's like playing with a fucking toy. Like, yo, nigga,
Assad's
leave
over
me
here.
alone.
Oh yeah, Assad's
like, yo,
over
nigga,
here
leave me
playing with the
alone.
fucking dead frog and shit, and
For
Khaled's
real,
over
like-
here talking about some.
It's a fucking kid. Let a kid be a kid, bro. Like,
I'm sorry guys. I'm still dumbfounded how that's on this album.
I
took
was
the top
too.
off.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This
I-
whole
I'm, like,
situation
stunned.
just
I
made.
want to stop and like,
I'm very disappointed in Khaled, bro, because like I'm like, yo, like when I'm like,
That's
I'm
why I was
like,
like, oh, he
wow,
blessed us with another one.
What is this? I'm like, yo, what is going on with this?
No pun on the another one.
With Khaled, like what is this new character that he's like emulating right now? And I don't know, man. Like I don't think that he understands how much that hurts his image, because everybody thought of him as like a good guy. He came up, like
Yeah,
people loved
showing
him.
love.
He was always showing love. This, that, and the third. Like, when you threw shade at him, like saying like the organic thing and the mysterious album, and you're just like,
Big hate.
wow,
Like
what?
you. Like,
Like, how can you say that, bro?
how can
Like,
you say that when you?
But it's because we the best.
who?
Like, bruh, if your shit is we the best and you come out number 2, I'm 30
You're
hot.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
that's
hot.
why. That's why. Yeah, that's
Your
why.
slogan
Like,
is kind of fucked up.
yeah, that's why. Like, shit, man. When you talk that talk and your shit don't come up on top, that's not a good rollout.
Looking
you know what
mad
I mean?
crazy.
Look at dumb crazy.
I mean, for me, first of all, we need to stop with this whole shit that this little kid executive produced this album. Why y'all letting Khaled believe this little kid executive produced this album?
Yo, this nigga's gonna grow up and be a scientist.
Hey, yeah, Callie, we let you get it.
Scientist.
For,
We let you get that off, and
we
now
let
you
you
want
get
to
it.
take Tyler
I
off?
tried to get as far away from my dad as possible. I love him, but my God.
My God,
I do
he's
not.
a pain.
I was tired of him saying we the best. You're not the best.
Tyler's the best.
I remember that project you had. You said that I executive produced, but you ain't put the songs that I told you to put on.
I didn't even like that song.
I didn't even like that song. I told you not to put Top Off back on.
That shit did not work.
That shit did not work, bruh. I just think of like of Assad, like one of those little cartoon babies, because that's how didn't they do that one time that they like made him talk?
Oh no,
Bro, that shit's creepy as fuck. And I be
they need
seeing
to stop that.
I be seeing Assad a lot in like Nori's
little pop-ups.
yeah, like when they go like check them out. Shout out to the Drink Champs. They had Biggs Berg back on with St. John,
St.
and that
John's.
episode was really, really good. I
Yeah,
learned a
shout
lot.
out to that.
I always
Check that
love
one out.
Biggs Berg because just of the blueprint that him and Jay-Z and Dame Dash came up with for hip hop, and just like the confidence that he has as a man, and as a man who was in jail for a long time, and 5 years, and for him to have come out and do what he is doing, I just think
Look at that.
I love Biggs Berg.
That's the whole thing about Kim Kardashian we were talking about. Look at that. Look at Biggs, how he came out, and he probably has his head more on his shoulders.
Yeah, he does.
That's awesome.
I didn't know him before, but it looks like he does. I mean, the interview, I was really happy because this time I got to hear him a lot more, because in the other episode we had Big Face Larry in
Big
it,
Face Larry,
so
and
that
then
was
some of
that
the
was cool. Yeah,
some
some
of the
other
owners
people
of
were
the
there.
some owners of the Rough Riders were there, the twins.
Yeah,
the twins that owned the Rough
so that
Riders.
was cool, but I like this because it was a lot more, and you got to see more on the inside of like how he feels about St. John, and how Jay-Z's heard St. John and like really likes him and pretty much co-signs him. So that was pretty cool. Oh, so Andre 3000 was out in these airports, fluting it up.
At Terminal 5.
Yo,
coming
imagine
to the
we
stage.
were just in the airport. Imagine if we
Amazing.
would have heard somebody playing the fucking flute, and when we look at who it is, it's Andre 3 Stacks. Now, when I first saw this picture, I didn't believe it. I was like, yo, that is not that man. Y'all need to stop playing. I showed the boys, they agreed. Literally, like, within an hour and a half later, we see a picture of a woman with Andre 3000 at the airport where it was him.
Yeah.
And confirmed. Picture and all. What would you do if you saw Andre 3000 at the airport?
I mean, I've seen celebrities. I don't really approach them. Like, I don't approach them. You know, alright, I'm a liar. Because, like, I did say what's up to Big Tigger. Like, he was in a Burger King line right next to me. I was like, yo, what's good, Big Tigger? And, like, I dapped him like I knew him. So, I guess I am a liar. I probably would be like, yo, what's good, Andre? If I walk by him. If I was like,
it was casual.
if I was like by him, walking by him or something like that,
You
yeah,
wouldn't-
I
you wouldn't
probably
follow
would be like,
him type
nah,
shit.
Hell no.
What
I might do a light jog.
for Andre 3000? I
No
mean, it's
blame.
different for a girl too. They want to get
Yeah,
that
I was
selfie
gonna
off.
say, you're a girl. No blame.
What song you think he was freaking on the flute?
I got He
Hey,
was
y'all.
not playing Hey Y'all on the fucking
Oh,
flute.
oh.
No, don't you remember that? It was like a Magoo song that I got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or what about Jigga has one, the one with the flutes too. Release the flute, unleash the
Unleash
flutes,
the
guru.
flutes. Yeah, or he could have been hitting them with that Future.
He could have been just playing nothing.
This man was practicing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Tell you, he could have been just playing some bullshit on there.
So does this mean that he's Squidward? We never seen Andre 3000 and Squidward at the same place. Oh, it's a clarinet.
Squidward plays the clarinet.
Oh,
that was a
fuck.
good one though. But I couldn't let you let my dog look like that because I laughed hella hard. It was more making myself look better because I didn't want to seem like an asshole.
I mean, we just never seen them in the same place. I mean,
Who?
Squidward.
Squidward and Andre 3000. You're funny. So that
Shout out to Patrick McCall. He's never not played in the finals and never not won a ring ever.
3 times. Let's just explain that situation real quick. The Golden State Warriors drafted him. He won 2 back-to-back with them. They cut him last year. He got picked up by Cleveland. He played 3 days with Cleveland. They dropped him. Toronto picked him up, and he won a fucking championship, bro. That story is crazy, bro.
He three-peated.
Three-peat. Like, how do you three-peat, bro? Like, right when... Like, yo, Chris Paul don't have no ring, kid, and this kid just got in the NBA, and he got 3 on.
And
Who?
Tied with damn Dwayne Wade.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Patrick McCrae.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he got drafted by us and all that stuff. Shout out to the Levita Bella shirts. I see that we got a couple orders in. We're going to get you guys that. We're going to actually have different sizes and, like, different female sizes, too. So just be on the lookout for that.
Different designs.
Different designs and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Facts. Perp.
Perp label
Make
is
sure
out
that you
now.
check out all of the projects that we have dropped this year. La Vita at Bella, House of Jones, Purple Label.
Perp.
And this is isn't it Laid Back June?
It's Layback June.
Layback
We're
June.
in the middle of Layback.
So we're in the middle of it.
Oh, we'll be out of.
We'll be finishing.
We'll
finishing.
We'll be finishing strong.
We'll be. This is the end of June.
This is the end of June.
Oh, I did want to bring up because June is Pride Month.
Yes.
And I
Thank you.
definitely wanted to celebrate that because I do have my sister who is a lesbian, and I also have other friends that are part of the gay community, gay, lesbian, and everybody. And I just wanted to go. I honestly just want to say that your guys' courage to live in a world that is so very judgmental is very, like, I admire that so much because as a straight woman, I may not always have the courage to even speak to somebody that I am interested in, or just the courage to just, like, live a life that I please sometimes. And so to see you guys just live so happily in your own truth and to be yourselves and to love who you wish, I just love it. Love is love all the time. So shout out to all of you guys, and this is the June Pride Month, so I just wanted to go ahead and say that.
Yeah, shout out to that for
Shout
sure.
out to Pride Month.
Shout out to Pride Month.
AA.
I love them. Live your truth, man. No matter what it is.
No
Just
matter what it is.
Live your truth, and that's what we support here on the Ambition Hour podcast.
Anybody have
It's
any
not
code?
bothering. It's not my life. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
You got. That's how people need to look at things.
I agree with that.
It ain't on your plate. You ain't gotta eat it.
Yeah.
So any hot
And I don't judge it.
any hot takes about Drake acting like he won a championship ring or
That man's paying something.
okay?
I love it. I would if I was. Well, once we get there, you're gonna do the same thing with the Golden State Warriors. I'm gonna do the same thing with the Heat.
I'm gonna do.
So-
Well, I'm gonna be.
be
I'm gonna be at both though. So
Oh, yeah.
Most likely we're gonna be at both. So
Yeah,
whichever one.
I'm just saying. It just.
But yeah, no,
I have no knock
I
on
feel it. I feel number one, he's paying money because I know doesn't he have like a training facility for them and all this stuff. Like, yeah, and I can just imagine like you growing up in Toronto. That's a team, that they may not have always been good, but because they're the team that are from your hometown, you're gonna root for them like a fucking crazy person.
Yeah. Can I just say this? Everybody that's like he's a bandwagon fan, blah blah blah.
He's been
he was
going
just at
to-
the. He was at the Heat game trying to be in the Heat locker room. Look, let me tell y'all something. Like, yo, he's friends with LeBron.
He's friends with
and
like everybody.
he's friends with like all of these people. So like just because he goes to those games and stuff like that and supports those people on those teams, and like how she just said, his team wasn't really winning. You know, like so it's like, I mean, if you from Miami, like you're not fucking going to any fucking sorry ass fucking games, bruh. Do you go to the Marlins game, niggas?
But I bet if they
bruh.
start winning, if
You
now
take
we
your ass to the Marlins game.
Oh, look,
Right.
it's home team.
Right, like, come on, like, I'm just saying, like, to knock him for supporting his team for when they're winning now, I think everybody shouldn't support their team when they're fucking winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to fucking get mad at Drake, I think you're just mad. It's always a mad aspect because of him winning, how he wins. He's like one of the biggest artists. So
Oh,
people
he's
want to
dropping
knock
music.
him for anything.
Oh yeah, he's dropped. Oh damn, did that shit come out?
Oh, shit, what's up? Yeah,
Yeah, one of them shits was
gotta hear that.
with Ross that was coming out.
A good Drake and Ross song.
Never fails. It's not out yet.
Drizzy.
What about this No Guidance song? Y'all check that out. That one out.
Bomb.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
I had it on repeat. And Wale dropped a song called Gemini, and your girl got retweeted by him.
I seen it.
So after hearing this Chris Brown song, are you or are you not calling your ex or texting or leaving
Not.
crazy comments?
Before, after,
I don't listen to
during.
the songs and call the ex. I mean, I listen to the songs. I might think about the ex.
It's
I ain't
funny
call
because
them.
I'll hear like a song that I guess is about an ex, and I'm just thinking about my neck. Next.
Oh.
Oh, I was just like neck. I was like,
Oh,
you
damn.
got a prick.
Yeah,
Shit, she
yeah,
can make
man.
the sound for the
That was
neck and
not
on.
smooth.
Yeah, it was
That's
like-
possibly why I'm still single.
Oh god. Anything else that we would like to discuss? Something
No, I think we're good, guys.
I think we're probably good with the hour too.
I'm excited. This is fun. Spitz, you were missed. Last
Yo,
two
I
episodes.
miss these two.
I
like-
miss like getting on him. Like I miss like.
Do you know how it was for me to be alone for a weekend without them?
I am so long.
He had a hot little thing with him. He was fine.
Okay. See ya at episode 40. I mean, 75.
Signing
Episode 75.
No, but it's true. Like I believe you because I know I did. I was just like, oh shit. I would keep CAB was part of the trip for the NYC trip, and there'll be times that like he'll say some shit, and I'll be like, Giancarlo.
Giancarlo Stanton.
It's crazy. He's in New York now.
Like yeah. But yeah, so I just want to thank the boys for coming back on the show. Like we said last,
Dubway.
I don't know what episode I said it, but they did get a 10 episode contract, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be longer than that. We're just joking around about that. Just because they have just brought a great dynamic to the show, and we're always looking to make the show better for you guys, for myself, for us, for the company, for just all around. You know, we have to always continuously become better as human beings, as content people, and everything. So remember, it's WTW Saturdays, so we dropped a new song, a new video, and this is the new podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, or Apple Podcasts, thank you so much. Make sure that you subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure that you not just only subscribe, but hit the little bell on the side. That way you get notified each and every single time that we drop a new song, a new podcast, and a new video. This is your girl, Adi 3000 with Hav and Spitz. This is episode 74. And we are out.
Dubway.